Hello, everybody, and thanks for joining us for this special live session. I'm Itzik Amiel, and we are here with a weekly sweet series, Switch It On, where we share ideas, insights, and inspiration to helping you as a professional to switch relationships to revenue, referrals, and reputation and stand out. And you invited. So we are in live right now, and you invited for a long time. I was not there with you, and I'm happy to be back. And today we are going to talk about networking like a dog. I know a lot of you asked me a question before what is it about. So wait, you're gonna hear, but you heard me right. Because we can learn a lot from our furry friends when it comes to building meaningful professional relationship. And maybe more specifically about a unique and engaging approach to professional networking. Again, if you're joining right now, please type in the name where you're dialing from in the chat under the video so I could see and I can see you are engaged with me. Again, I could see your name, but I would like everybody to see it as well. And by the way, it's a good exercise for you for personal branding. So mention who you are, where you're dialing from. And of course, from the beginning, I will tell it if you have any question, please ask it as well below. I'll be happy to answer it during the session. And if not, definitely afterward. As I share every time I keynote, or train, or even speak at the firm retreat, and you have many of them coming now in the summer, like any business development strategy, networking is the most effective when done with intention and consistency. So if that's so simple, I just have the question, why not everybody is successful in networking and building relationship with other people? It's not that most professionals are lazy or inept, but often they just don't think about it or have a good model to follow. And to create a great networking model, why not study the technique of the greatest winner of friends the world has never known? With that, you're asking, you already know. I just simply actually suggested by Dale Carnegie in his book, his great book, How to Win Friends and Influence People. He wrote, who is he? You may meet him tomorrow coming down the street. When you get within 10 feet of him, he will begin to wag his tail. If you stop and pat him, he will almost jump out of his skin and show you how much he likes you. And you know that behind this show of affection of his part, there are no ulterior motives. He doesn't want to sell you any real estate and he doesn't want to marry you. That's the word of Dale Carnegie. So I decided to put this to dedicate this episode to share how how to network as a dog to get results and grow your practice or your career. And I want to share with you 8.1 reason that should help you win in the dog eat dog world, if you want, of professional services. At least give you the pause to think. And again, thank you very much for those of you joining. I can see David and Alexa and Alex and Dov and Gabi, Moore and Maroni and Rajesh and Nakira and Narkis and Moel and Benjamin and Chu and Manari and Ankamutula. I hope I pronounced your name right. Thank you very much for joining. Again, I'm live here and I would love to share with you more. But before we go deeper to explain, if you have any question, keep asking it during the session because I would love to answer it before I end up this live session. Again, those who are joining, we're speaking on networking like a dog. And I want to start with the first lesson we all could learn. And the first lesson is network without fear. Network without fear. If you ever saw interaction between two dogs, you will notice that in most cases, although they are strangers to one another, but they really instantly meet and greet those around them, right? Dogs do not have a fear when they meet people. They just take action. Why don't you try the same? In the next event, just walk up to somebody and say hi and introduce yourself to anyone who would listen. You will surprise that it is much easier than you thought it will be, and actually with strangers even faster than anybody else you know. So that's the first lesson we could learn from dog. Easy to implement, and it's up to you. Again, those of you joining, I mean, again, yes, I am live, and we're talking about networking like a dog, and you're joining the session right now. And you're very welcome to put your name in the chat. Let us know who you are. And I am now with the second lesson we could learn. Second lesson is the power of a laugh. In many occasions, when we see dogs, it makes us laugh, right? Dogs win us over with humor because they make us laugh, and the thing they do, right? And the expression they display, etc., etc. You saw probably dogs around, and it's about time that you stop taking yourself so seriously and being so boring. Start using good laugh and moments of fun with other people to really bond with them and develop a long-lasting relationship. And by the way, if you use it, you're gonna get rid of all the people who shouldn't come to your life. Those boring people who doesn't understand some fun in life will go away from your life. And you want to select them, right? Because the more fun people have with you when interacting with you, the bigger the chance that we want to develop relationship with you because they want from that again and again and again. Guaranteed, I promise you. Ready for the next lesson? Lesson number three. So lesson number three, again, remember to type your question in the chat. If you have any question during the session, you can always ask. And also if you watch the replay, you can always ask because I will come back to you and engage and answer your question. So lesson number three is explore the unspoken language. Explore the unspoken language. Dogs are excellent as using body language to really convey a message to each other. This is the same thing that attract our attention to them. When you interact with other people, I want you to think about the same. I want you to make sure to give thoughts to your body language, your gestures, your eye contact, your appearance, and any other sort of non-verbal communication with the other person. Because by doing so, you will connect faster with other people without the need to rely on your verbal communication. And remember, 86% of communication is the non-verbal communication. So if you really learn how to do it, and by the way, I'm doing a lot of session about body language for lawyers, accountants, teaching you exactly how to use, even to win M&A deals by shaking the hands. But if you pay attention with networking, you can even get much more warmth and connect to people much faster. Okay, again, questions in the chat under. So that brings me to the fourth lesson we could learn from dogs while networking. I guess you get it. Number four is be friendly and playful. Dogs are naturally approachable. They don't judge or discriminate. They greet everyone with the same friendliness. Dogs begin to play together almost immediately after meeting each other. They may start by few initial sniffs, but almost immediately start chasing one another and rolling over in the dirt, etc., etc. You probably saw it so many times. Now, I do not mean that you need to sniff each other or roll in the dirt in order to connect with other people. That's not what I mean. But the lesson you want to learn is you also should take action. Strive to be approachable and open for meeting new people. If you stand inside, nobody wants to meet you, right? But if you be approachable and be open, people come to you. Be the one who initiate, the one who make the first move, the one who engage and invite other people to join you for a fun social activity. Look what happened when you do that. Look how fast you will connect with people. So don't hand back waiting to other people to make the first move or invite you. The only thing you need to sense is that there is some common, ground with the other person. Or we always find the uncommon commonality. What I call, when I train, by the way, again, the uncommon commonality when we build relationship with other people. Again, that's for another occasion. If you invite me to speak in your retreat or train your people, you learn over there. But again, we are concentrating on learning to network like a dog, right? So again, if you have a question in the chat, and I'm going to proceed. I don't know if you want to proceed, but stay with me because it's not going to be too long. And the next lesson, number 5, is trick or treat. Trick or treat. You know that if you give a dog its favorite food, you will bond with them, right? Giving a treat to a dog also helps in developing a relationship with them. When you try to build relationship with other human beings, try to do the same. But do the same. Invite him to a good meal. You'll buy yourself a quality time to get to learn each other and to build a real and authentic relationship. This is the opportunity to bond. I always said people bond when they're having fun. So do it. Don't wait. Just do it. Remember, when you build relationship, you do not keep score. The next lesson we can learn from dog is number 6. Your enthusiasm is contagious. Your enthusiasm is contagious. Dogs are known for their genuine enthusiasm. So it's wonderful for me always to see dogs that running and jumping all over the place and expand a lot of energies with people surrounding them. In professional networking, being authentic and showing genuine interest in others can make a significant difference. And you can do the same. Are you active and lively in your interaction with other people? Do you openly share your enthusiasm and your passions when interacting with other people? Ask yourself those questions because your happiness, your joy, and enthusiasm are contagious and affecting, in many cases, the quality of the interaction with other people and the relationship you're actually building with them. It's the foundation for good relationships because people are more likely to remember you if you make them feel valued. And that's many people forget. This is, by the way, my best-selling book, The Attention Switch. By giving attention, make people feel valued, you connect 8 times faster with people. Again, question in the chat. If you wonder, if you're just joining now, welcome because we're talking about networking like a dog. Are you curious? So you didn't miss it because our next lesson you want to learn is lesson number 7: establish trust and loyalty. Maybe one of the most important ones. Those dogs are loyal companions. They build trust through consistent, positive interaction. But I could say similarly in networking. It's essential to be reliable and follow through on your commitment, right? Offer help and support without expecting any immediate returns. Because over time, this is the way we build a foundation of trust and loyalty. Of course, with your connections. And this is exactly what you can build a stable and really predictable practice. If you're lacking predictability in your practice, if you do not know how many prospects you're going to get next month or the ones after, I mean, you're not predictable practice. Loyalty and trust, when you build it, when you build relationship, can bring you that. And then you'll be much more less stressed, right? Now, before we continue lesson 8, again, your time to ask question right now. And I know almost at the end of my conversation with you, I have sharing a lot of value things. You can always watch the replay and learn more. But if you have a question, you can ask it right now. So the next lesson is actually important lesson that unfortunately many professionals do not think when it comes to building relationship. But number 8 is express yourself. Express yourself. Did you ever see a dog that verbally expressive even without words? You probably heard them bark or whimper or growl or yawn. Dogs do not hide their feelings and their needs. They make them known. This is very important tip for your next interaction with other people. Share with others exactly how do you feel and what you really need. Guess what? You may just get some useful and authentic answer and feedback. But more than that, that by itself will let you feel great and on the real path of bonding with the other person. People love to help. Okay, so remember, if you express yourself, you'll be able to be much more authentic and sincere. You bond faster with the right people. And then last, and cannot miss bonus lesson if you want. That's why I said 8.1 that I really always repeat in my teaching. Okay, so again, on my best-selling book, The Attention Switch, number 8.1: be genuinely interested in other people. Be genuinely interested in other people. Dogs never read a book on psychology, but they know by some divine instinct that you can make more friends in 2 months by becoming genuinely interested in other people than you can make in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. It's actually a quote from Dale Carnegie. Let me repeat it. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming genuinely interested in other people than you can make in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you. It's a great lesson. Now let's talk about some practical tips to implement this dog-inspired networking strategy I share with you in this session. First, prepare your introduction. Have a clear and concise personal branding statement. Know what you want to convey about yourself and about your professional goals. Number two, follow up. After meeting someone, follow up with personalized message. Reference something specific from your conversation to show that you were attentive. So that's why you should follow up, not your secretary or assistant. You should do the work. Number three is be consistent. Regularly engage with your network. Share valuable content. Comment on posts. Or congratulate people on their achievement. All those valuable lessons that you can add value. Number four, offer value. Think about how you can help others in your network. Check it out. They'll tell you how. Offer your expertise. Connect them with other relevant contacts, or share useful resources. All those things are valuable things. And don't forget, number five, stay positive. Maintain a positive attitude. Even if networking doesn't yield you immediate results, persistent and positive outlook will eventually pay off. I promise. And of course, you don't want to emulate everything dogs do, right? But dogs certainly are a good leading example for human how to interact with each other and build relationships. So, I hope this episode I got you to think differently about networking and building relationship with authenticity and care. Now, stop being a pussycat, network like a pit bull, and you may get a new leash on life for your practice. Now, to summarize this great session, let me share a powerful advice I have ever been given, of course, in all our expertise, etc., but given by a business person. And it's good for business and life, this advice. But he said to me, be the person your dog thinks you are. And this is a great lesson if you want to learn how to interact with other people. So now, my friend, I don't see any question coming. I'm waiting for your question. Again, if you watch the replay, you're allowed to ask the question as well there, and I'll be happy to answer them. But it's now your time to take action and implement what you've learned in this lesson. I trust you got some interesting insights of networking like a dog. If you need our help in implementing it in your practice, or if you just want to learn how to build authentic winning client relationship, this is exactly how we do it, or helping our clients, professionals like you and me around the world. We train them, we mentor them, and even doing the work for them. If you have a firm retreat and you want me to invite me as a speaker, I'll be happy also to carry part of these messages and all ideas practical also there. Again, send me an email or private message to see how can we help. And if you're planning anything else or any training within the firm, again, want to make it more effective and more memorable, I'll be happy to help. So get in touch. Next week, we have another amazing top expert to discuss a new practical strategy to grow your practice and build better relationship, reputation, and referral. And if you want to make sure you never miss one of our weekly Switch On interview series, follow me on LinkedIn or go to the Switch Hub website. Let me share with you the link. And here it is. It's the hub.thesuite.ch, the hub.thesuite.ch, where you can find more information about where you can sign up, of course, to get more business development strategies and tips, and check and register to one of my own new online courses and live workshop. And you're very welcome again to send me a private message or an email to ask any question you have and see how can I be of value to you and your practice. For now, again, I want to thank each one of you for joining us. I'm just checking if there's any more questions coming in. If not, then thank you very much. See everyone next Tuesday, 6 p.m. Central European Time, 12 p.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time. And remember, it's never too late to switch on and network like a dog. Bye for now, everybody. And thanks very much for joining me.